Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Tell me more about this radio.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
Nothing else right now. Excuse me, Mrs. Nakano.
Did you have more questions about Kasumi?
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's going.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Nothing else right now. Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions about my daughter?
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly.
Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi, your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that? Project log, Radiation King Television. Mom says these things actually used to broadcast pictures and sounds back before the war. She also mentioned that some of the ruins of the television studios are still around if you head to the city. Of course, she wasn't too happy when I asked if we could make a trip out there. I'm getting off track. I managed to repair the vacuum tubes and got the power working again, but, well, it's not like there's any working signal for this thing to receive. I'm just going to start stripping this thing for parts moving forward.
A hidden key, huh? Good work. Just gotta find whatever it unlocks.
project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So, the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter is human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter, and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Mariners ain't nothing but trouble.
Put the damn gun down. Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
What is this place?
Well, in ancient times, this used to be a tourist town. My people have lived here and on the island for generations. But now everyone's crowded onto the docks, just trying to survive another day. We have more than our fair share of problems. You aren't here to add to them, are you?
I need information about a synth refuge on this island.
Ah, another Commonwealth traveler looking for Acadia, then.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off!
Man the hull! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill!
The hell?
I've peeled everyone!
The gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
What the?
Go!
Defend yourselves! What?
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming. We're clear.
All right. Well done, all. Open the gate.
The fog's poison, on account of the children of Adam.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
What's the fog?
Where to begin? The fog's radioactive, right? But there are pockets of it, the deep fog, that are hard fallout. And as deadly as that is, that's only part of the problem. Things live in the fog, thrive. You think what attacked the harbor's bad? Oh, there's far worse further inland.
You've lost the whole island?
Oh, the fog's been here forever. There are good years when it recedes and the island's almost normal. Then there are times when it spreads all over. People have to cling to any patch of land free of the fog. For the past, 8 years or so, it's been getting as bad as it's ever been. Now, Far Harbor's one of the only places left that's safe.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Adam would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. Only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're headed for Acadia, right? Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
I don't need a guide.
I don't recommend going it alone. If you change your mind, best place to look for Longfellow is the bar, the last plank. Before you do that, though, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Guns.
Mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner. Shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I hope the island doesn't kill you quick. Or slow, for that matter. I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up, proper. Make it strong. And keep those blasted crabs out. For good.
So I'd be risking my life for only 450 caps.
I'm a bit short on caps. But I have old Jimmy's shotgun I can give you. Heavens no, he can't use it anymore.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock. You need
Only
it?
Alan's got enough
Alan.
backbone to stand up to the children.
The mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
I am the one that saved all your asses, so yeah.
We've defended this damn dock from crabs and worse for months without you. Yeah, you helped. But we've paid our dues in blood and bullets. The day we rely on outsiders for our security is the day we're as good as dead.
I still put myself in harm's way for you. Some gratitude would be nice.
So you defended yourself when all of our asses were on the line. What? You expect a medal? So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here.
Show me what you got.
You got it.
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's trade.
Happily.
Hey there.
Please. No. Food in front, dock in back. Bait shop.
You need work? Talk to the mariner.
Hi.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
What family are you talking about?
I was just about to explain. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of... It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons. The island's been getting revenge ever since. But now our story takes, with the stranger's help, the last lit...
Cut the bullshit and just tell me what you need.
Huh. Sounds like someone forgot to pack a sense of adventure when they got on the boat to Far Harbor. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Where did you say these ghouls were?
National Park campground. It's pretty much straight west of here.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
What the hell is a synth, anyway?
Remember, the island's always watching. Be careful out there.
You talked to Cassie Dalton? Shame what happened to her family.
With ordnance like that, no wonder you wiped out those crabs.
Don't talk to Bertha. She's crazy.
Every day, another harbor man leaves the island.
Mariner says the island's alive.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
Protect your loved ones with my... We doing business?
What's your problem with the children of Adam?
We should have gunned those bastards down the moment they set foot here. Instead, we let them in. All in secret from wherever they're holed up. They've been feeding the fog. Getting it stronger. Strong enough to push us all out of our homesteads. Further and further until it's a wonder we're not all drowned in the ocean.
You have any proof that they've fed the fog?
Proof? We wait for that and we might as well pull the trigger ourselves. Look, in my daddy's time, the fog was a nuisance. Something you avoided. Now every day it gets stronger. It's like the fires of hell out there. Because of the children.
I'm not interested.
Then beat it.
trying to have a conversation here.
Shut your mouths, open your damned ears. So the fogs are coming for us all. I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house!
Yeah!
Woo! Time to party!
Here's some Mitch!
Mitch!
Captain
like the
Avery
service,
said you
there's
can
the
get me
door.
to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially, wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers are a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them. But there you have it.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
The runaway's name is Kasumi. You, know about her?
Sounds like Captain Avery's been running her mouth again. She should know better than to stick her nose where it's not wanted. Maybe I heard of her, maybe not.
Yeah. I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad-X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stimpaks, maybe a rocket or 3. Worse than Myra lurks out there.
I need to take care of a few things.
Handle your necessities, then off with you.
Excellent.
Battles are won with fists. Wars with wits.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Ha ha! I like your style, but... No. So, drink up! Stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. And if the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes. It's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
Sorry, no.
Your loss.
Want a bite? Either Mitch or I can take your order.
Fortify your gut against the fog.
What's your order,
Red
sweetie?
whiskey. Ha ha!
What do you have to drink?
All sorts of old world booze. We carry Vim, too. And before you ask, Vim is an Islander favorite. But it may pack more punch than stuff you're used to.
Not interested.
Well,
Life's too bloody short. sober.
You ready to head to Acadia?
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
I, for one, won't go down unless I'm more in...
Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this road. Tastes foul as sin, but it'll help. We need to move through the mountains. Old Mountain Trail is where we're at. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks. Fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live. We ain't alone here. You're dead! You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harborman out of you. See, the fog can do a number. Get you all turned around. It's something to do. Trappers were mean to begin with. there's...
Look sharp!
We'll be taking that.
Here's the mountain trail. We stick to this and we'll make it to Acadia. Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with. Them puppies. We grow everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go. Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear. But you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs.
We need to move through the main drag. Old mountain trail is where we're at. The fog ain't like nothing we've seen coming. Mainlanders think it goes some right away with all you need.
out for you.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harborman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something with your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with. Someone or something else here.
Come. What? Ain't you had enough yet? You're dead. Smoke looks clear. Everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go. Young lad, no higher than your knee, whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2, 3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around. Refreshing.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic, that's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those, too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform.
On second thought, I'm good.
So be it. But I would be mindful where you step. After all, you are in Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on. Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
You building a collection or something?
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
You should come with me. I could still use your help.
All right. Why the hell not? Beats drinking alone.
City, and the girls
Nick,
are so
time to hit the
pretty.
road?
I first set my eyes on
Let's
sweet
head out.
Molly.
All right.
We heading out?
I just need to trade some things with you.
Sure thing. We heading out?
Got everything you need?
Well, I've got my gun.
Uh-huh.
Time to get moving?
Mm-hmm. Not yet. Just stay put for now.
Right.
So, I didn't know you made a party chat out. I'm streaming, so if you make a party chat, it doesn't show me. It doesn't pop up. What? On Diablo? I'm gonna be getting off here in a little bit and cooking dinner. No, I'm making spaghetti. No. No, I made, for lunch today though, I made shrimp with butter noodles and stuff, and it was pretty good. Yeah, it was really good. Yep. I just use, like, the same noodles I'm gonna use for fucking, yeah, the spaghetti noodles, yeah. I just cooked them in butter and salted and peppered them. That's all I did. Right. Well, the noodles I did salt and pepper and butter, but the shrimp itself I just cooked them with butter shrimps. So I basically cooked it with the exact same shit, just separately. And then and then what I was doing was I put all my shrimp in one bowl and then all my butter noodles in another bowl, and then I would take a bite of my butter noodles and then eat a couple because well, because the tails were still attached, and I didn't want to take all the tails off of them. I didn't want to. So what I did was I just put them all in a bowl, and then I would just grab them. I used the tails as as the fucking handle, if you will, type shit. So I just would bite them one or two at a time, and then I would eat. Hey man, I'm happy that I made the fucking shrimp. When I bought the shit yesterday, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna waste my money buying this shit. I was like, it's gonna sit in my freezer for a month. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to throw this shit away. So I'm glad I made the shit. So it was really good actually too. I only say that because it's something I don't ever fucking eat shrimp and stuff. Like it's something that I very rarely eat. And then I start back at Qdoba on Saturday, so I'll be yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going back to Qdoba for a little while. Well, I'm just giving it time. Like I need to get everything settled and like the court shit good and everything. Like there's too many instances where I'll be having to leave early and stuff like that because I have to go get the kids and shit like that and everything. And it's just with the schedule it's working out and everything. It just would be better if I can get everything figured out and everything. I mean, school's literally starting in less than a month, and I really don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be able to do. You know what I mean? Like. Well, I mean, I didn't make very much more at. I mean, I made a little bit more at Manpower, or I mean PNG or whatever, but like I probably made like 2,800 ish to like 3,000 a month at PNG if I was really trying. I was making like at least 750 a paycheck, 750. So times that by 4, that's fucking whatever the fuck, about 2,800, 3,000. That was what I was doing. So, well, when I was making my 2-week paychecks at Qdoba, I was making at least $1,250, $1,300. So, I mean, that's just based on what I would make. And then there was plenty of checks where I would wait, which I don't want those checks because I don't want to work a shit ton of overtime. But I mean, shit, the most most money I've ever made on a fucking paycheck on a 2-week one was like $1,850 or some shit like that. That was the biggest fucking check I've ever gotten from there. That was a fun. Yeah, but that was like 110 hours or some shit like that on the paycheck. That was almost a 3-week or 3 week 40-hour paycheck, but in 2 weeks. Like I worked like 4 or 5, some shit like that, at least 16-hour shifts, like 7:30 to fucking 7:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock type shit. It was fucking shitty, but. Yeah, I seen your post on Facebook. Well, whatever, you're a lady. I seen your lady, yeah, or your lady's posting, I guess, whatever. Whoever's posting, somebody's posting. Oh, really? Well, I didn't go into detail on reading it. I just read a little bit skid of it because I knew you were going to tell me about it. I'm not too worried about what I was reading on that shit. I knew you would tell me what I needed to know. So I really didn't read shit on that for real, but. And I think the only reason is because she tagged you on Facebook, and I think that's why. I don't think I have your wife on. Yeah, I don't think I have your wife on Facebook. But I think what it is I think she tagged you on Facebook, and so I'll read your shit because there's a bunch of pictures and shit too and stuff and whatnot. So, but anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. My son's being crazy. What's up, brother? What the hell did you? No. I like this DLC I'm doing though, finally. Yeah, go ahead. Right, whatever the max is, right. Oh, yeah. Right. I know you've said that a couple times about the free shit and stuff like that too a few times. I know you've mentioned it. Living with me his whole life, he said. Nah, it won't be that bad. Nah, autism really isn't too terrible usually. Out of all the things that your kid could have, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, it can be terrible or not terrible. Well, not terrible, but you know what I mean. Whatever. But you know. Well, the speech therapist is getting. I mean, my kid, Evie will talk nowadays to a degree. She just don't say a whole lot. She was getting her. She was like, "What color is the truck?" And she said, "Blue." And I was like, "That's cute." Like like she'll talk and stuff to a degree. Or she's like, there's certain words she'll say, juice, and shit like that and everything. There are certain words that she'll say like a lot, all the fucking time. She never fucking stops to say, "I don't want it." All the goddamn time. Every fucking thing I try to give her, I don't want it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. But when I'll go, "I love you," she'll go, "I loved you." She'll talk to me and everything. I don't know if your son will talk to you that much or not or whatever, but okay, I want to say, Evie's only 2, 2.5 ish. She's almost 3, so but how old is your son? Like a little over 1. So he'll be 2 in 4 months. Yeah, he's a little over a year and a half. Yeah, I was saying, well, see, I mean. Oh, he's 2 and 4 months. Oh, gotcha. Okay, sorry, heard. So basically the same age damn near as Evie then, actually, because she's 2.5 also. She's 2 in like 6 months. But okay, well then yeah, I'm not 100% sure on say, but she like, and the whatchamacallit, people say that she definitely seems like she might be on like that headbanging shit and everything. Like there are certain things that like makes me really wonder like what the fuck her issue is and shit like that and everything. Like there's definitely something off in her brain. I don't know what it is, but to be fair though, the headbanging thing, I've figured out a workaround on that. All you have to do is play heavy metal music. If you do that, it works out. Make sure my shit's all around. Okay. If you does it sound any better or no? No. I am streaming, so I mean that might be part of it. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. But I also just unplugged my shit, so. But playing headbanging music or like heavy metal music, if you play heavy metal music, that kind of like that's the cure. Like that's how you get around her headbanging stuff. Yeah, you just when she's banging her head, you just play heavy metal music and she'll be she's headbanging. You know what I mean? Like this, yeah. If anything, if I do it with her, if anything, and then I kind of ag it on. It probably makes it worse. That coffee went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, I'm playing the first DLC that I can access on Fallout. I've never played any of the DLCs, so that's why I kind of half-assed decided to come back and play. I was just gonna pretty much go straight to them, but they're actually locked behind levels. I didn't. Yeah. and they're actually locked behind levels. I didn't know that, so I had to get to level 15 to be able to access the first one. So now I'm in here on the first one, and I was like, oh, this is pretty fucking cool. Like it's all like spooky and shit. It's all weird and whatnot. Like usually compared to the actual Fallout games, the DLCs are usually 10 times better. Like that's like usually where they like like every time. Like the DLCs are always the best parts of all the. I mean, the Fallout games are usually pretty good. Like they're they're not terrible. Except for 76, that one's meh. But that's a different story. But yeah, that's what everybody says. Yeah, it compared to all other games, but it's better nowadays. But that's a whole other story. But
Are you ready to talk about why you're here? Synth kind is willing to welcome you, as long as you welcome us.
Okay.
What are you? I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back.
That's crazy.
Can be unsettling. But I want to ask you to apologize today. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
Still looks like Nick.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me. Do you think Kasumi is a synth?
I'll be back before the season starts.
Questions until you play straight with us.
I'll be back before the season starts. A couple days before.
One synth with that face and a mind of his own.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Honestly.
It can't be you. Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life. Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain. Take your time.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment. Keep talking. One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what we were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together. If I were your brother, I'd remember. That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have. I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole there's only so much room up there argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a Sith. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question. And the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me.
I'm gonna be getting off here in just a minute.
But I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my boy, Sean. And, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first...
Alright, buddy.
That's usually...
If I hop on later, I will holler at you.
Data is easy to migrate, but feelings... That's a hard thing to transfer.
Have a good one, brother.
To another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
I'm not a synth. End of discussion.
I understand. I won't lie any further. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Kasumi is usually working down below, whenever you wish to see her. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before you go?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel. We have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous. Those who used us tried to replace humans with my kind. They're dangerous. All we want is to live in peace. On our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia. Talk to my people. We aren't a threat to anyone.
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were...
I should get going.
Of course.
Wrong time.
No, but I guess. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Circuitry is
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about. It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
What are you talking about?
Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Eavesdropping on the next meeting sounds like our best bet. I'll see if I can find a way inside that room.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.